Should you buy a pre-construction condo? If you are looking to buy a condo, there is much to consider before starting your house hunting journey. The first decision will be whether to purchase a standard resale unit or a condo that hasn't even built yet. While it's certainly not for everyone and won't suit everyone looking to move in immediately, a pre-construction condo can have many benefits and drawbacks. Here are some of the pros and cons. Higher down payment. You can put down as little as 5% towards the purchase price of a resale condo. And when it comes to a pre-construction condo, you need a much more considerable amount. You will often be required to put down at least 20% down payment on a pre-build. Although that amount will be in smaller installments over some time. For example, a typical down payment schedule may look like this: $5,000 with the offer, a balance of 5% after 30 days, 5% in 90 days, 5% in 180 days, 2.5% in 365 days, and 2.5% in 550 days after signing the purchase agreement. Cooling off period. The cooling off period on pre-construction units starts after putting down your initial first deposit. You will have short period to rethink your decision. It's 10 days in Ontario and 7 days in British Columbia. Use this cooling off period to get your finances in order and have your real estate lawyer review the purchase agreement in detail. Higher potential closing costs. Closing costs on pre-construction units are often higher than on a typical condo. Development and educational levies, notary enrollment fee, and utility hookup fees are some additional charges you will face. The purchase price may include some of these costs, but most of the time they are in addition to the purchase price and due on closing. Have your lawyer review the agreement of purchase and sale to determine what you will be responsible for paying on closing. Make sure consultation with your lawyer fits this deadline. Lengthy waiting game. About 70 to 75% of the pre-construction units typically need to be sold before the developer's lender releases the funds to break the grounds. While this gives investors a great way to get a hold on the ground floor, it also means there could be a long waiting game before occupancy. Moreover, the reality is that scheduled occupancy dates are usually seldom adhered to. Interim occupancy. When you get a key for the unit, do not be surprised if you have to wait a few months to acquire the title. This wait time is called interim occupancy, allowing a builder to finish the construction of your unit. The interim occupancy fee consists of 3 parts. Interest on the unpaid balance of the purchase price for your condo, an estimate on the municipal taxes for your unit, a projected common expense contribution to keep the building running. So, you are paying, but not your mortgage yet. Interim occupancy time varies and can be 2 to 8 months approximately. There are many things to calculate from builder's side before the closing. Savings. With pre-construction units priced at the lowest available point at the project's onset, you generally avoid getting into an expensive bidding war that drives up the purchase price of your condo. It also gives you time to save for the next few years while you wait for the project. During this wait time, your unit will be likely growing in value. Plus, if you currently own a condo, the value of that property will also likely continue to increase. Rapid capital appreciation. A common misconception about purchasing a pre-construction condo is that you won't see an immediate return. But this couldn't be more inaccurate. You often get the highest capital appreciation directly after finalizing your purchase. For example, if you are investing in an upcoming neighborhood, you are now investing in an area that will create jobs and people will be coming to live. This will generate more demand for the community. Although you can still buy a resale condo and rent it out, resale condos generally don't appreciate as much as pre-construction units. It's because most people want new as opposed to old. Modern finishes, latest features and amenities. And they are willing to pay premium for it. Material changes. Builders have a fair amount of freeway to make changes to the units and buildings, even after they pre-sold it. For example, builders can add or subtract floors, change layouts, and decide that rooftop pool should be now in the basement. Read the sale agreement carefully and be prepared to be flexible. As always, thanks for watching and good luck with your plans. Bye-bye.